You know that little power outlet at your airplane seat? Ever stop to think about what's going on behind it? It seems so simple, but trust me, it is the very tip of an incredible engineering iceberg. So today, we're going to go on a little power trip to see how it all works and what it means for the future of flying. Let's plug in.
Oh, we have all been there. You've settled in, you're ready to watch a movie or maybe get some work done on a long flight, and then you see it, that dreaded low battery warning. It's that little pang of panic, a modern travel problem that can just throw a wrench in your whole plan.
Yep, it's a real thing, battery anxiety. In this world where we all bring our own devices, in-seat power isn't just a nice little perk anymore. It's basically life support. It's what turns your seat into an office or a movie theater. Without it, that little red battery icon feels like a countdown to a very, very long flight.
So, here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with the outlets you actually see, and then we're going to peek behind the curtain at the complex system that powers them. We'll look at the safety features, what to do when things go wrong, and then we'll get a little glimpse into the smart cabin of the future. Sound good? Let's get into it.
Okay, let's start with what we all see and use, the ports that connect our gadgets to the plane. They might just look like simple plugs, but each one is built for a very specific purpose.
So you're usually going to find two main types of ports. You've got your standard 110-volt AC outlet. That's the heavy hitter, the workhorse. It's got 75 to 100 watts, which is perfect for your laptop. And then you've got the classic USB-A, which is more for your smaller stuff, giving a nice steady charge to your phone or your Kindle.
And this chart really shows you how things have evolved. I mean, we've come a long, long way from those old 15-volt DC ports, the cigarette lighter style ones you might still find on some older planes. We've got the AC and USB-A we all know, but the real game changer, the new kid on the block, is USB-C power delivery, or PD.
And when I say game changer, I mean it. With over 60 watts of power, USB-C PD is an absolute beast. It can fast charge pretty much everything, from your phone all the way up to a high-performance laptop, all through that one tiny, reversible port. This is definitely the future of charging on planes.
All right, so we've seen the outlets, but that's really just the surface. Now let's go behind the panel and dive into the incredibly complex web of engineering that's needed to power an entire cabin full of people.
This quote really puts the challenge in perspective, doesn't it? We're talking about miles of wiring to power hundreds of seats. That adds a ton of weight to the aircraft. And with all that electricity running around, you've got serious risks like arcing and heat that engineers have to very, very carefully design around.
And here is a critical safety fact that should make you feel a whole lot better. The power system for your screen, your phone, all that stuff. It is completely separate from the plane's main flight systems. It's called electrical isolation. And it means that even if the entire entertainment system glitches out, it will never, ever impact the safety of the flight. Now, that separation is just one piece of the puzzle. The whole system is packed with what you could call unseen guardians, these smart safety devices that are constantly working in the background to protect everyone on board.
And the most important of these is the ground fault interrupter, or GFI. You've probably got these at home, right? In your kitchen or bathroom? Well, on a plane, it does the exact same crucial job. If it senses even the tiniest little electrical fault, it instantly cuts the power to that circuit to prevent any risk of shock. It's incredibly fast. And they don't just stick one of these somewhere and call it a day. GFIs are placed strategically all over the cabin, in the galleys, in the lavatories, and of course, serving different groups of seats. This gives localized protection right where it's needed most. So this is what happens if you plug in something that the system doesn't like. Something that draws way too much power, like a hair straightener. The system immediately detects that overload, an internal breaker trips, and that little green light on your outlet will either turn red or just go out completely. The power is cut, and everyone is safe. Now, all of these individual safety systems are monitored and controlled from a central hub. Think of it like a mission control for cabin power. It's usually a circuit breaker panel in the galley, and it gives the crew a master control point for all the electrical circuits in the passenger cabin.
So what do you do when that little green light does go out on you? Let's walk through the troubleshooting process when you find yourself with a dead outlet in the middle of your flight.
It's super frustrating, right? But the fix is often way simpler than you'd think. The one thing you don't want to do is just keep jamming the plug back in over and over. So, what's the actual first step?
It's this simple. First, just unplug your device. Take it completely out of the socket. This removes whatever caused the problem in the first place. Then, just wait. Give it a few seconds.
The reason you wait is because of this really clever feature called an auto reset. Modern systems are smart. They're designed to automatically try and restore power once the problem, like your power-hungry device, is gone. A lot of the time, that green light will just pop right back on and you're good to go.
Now, if that auto reset doesn't work, that's your cue to call the cabin crew. Their first step, of course, is to make sure you've unplugged your device. If a whole row of seats is out, they can try to reset the power for that whole zone from a master switch in the galley. And if it's still not working, they'll write it up so maintenance can dig deeper once the plane is on the ground.
This whole robust power system is doing more than just keeping our phones charged today. It's actually laying the groundwork, the foundation, for the next big leap in the passenger experience.
See, all this wiring and power management creates a backbone that can support way more than just outlets. It's the foundation for the next big thing, the smart seat. We're talking about a seat that uses AI to create a little bubble of perfectly personalized comfort just for you.
Think about it. Today, you might have a little overhead vent you can manually adjust. But tomorrow, the vision is for a seat that actually learns what you like. Imagine it automatically tweaking the temperature, the airflow, even the massage functions based on sensors and how long the flight is. And all of that starts with the reliable power we've been talking about.
So yeah, that humble little power outlet is evolving. It's becoming the backbone of a truly intelligent cabin, one where your personal comfort is the top priority. As your seat basically turns into another one of your smart devices, the possibilities are just endless. So the real question is, what's the first thing you'll ask it to do?